Race will get started shortly. I am Willie Owens. Thank you for viewing the live stream of amateur racing community at Spa. Hope you're all having a fantastic Sunday. Race will start very soon. We're currently waiting for the driver briefing to start. Drivers are waited. They're calmly waiting for the beginning of the race, and they're all in the meeting room right now, getting ready for the administrator to give a briefing. I think while we're waiting for that, what we might do is bring up pre-recorded YouTube video that was made earlier today or last night. Just give me a moment. I'll bring that up. Make sure the volume's all the way up on this so you could hear it properly. Discord volume all the way up. Assetto Corsa, let's put that up. Make sure all our volumes are up. Sometimes I get people saying that they can't hear properly. So here we go. Welcome race fans. Today's ARC Pro-Am Championship will be at Spa today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1900 UTC. And this race should be a really good race. I'm looking forward to this. Let's take a look at the standings for today. We'll look at the AM first, amateur standings first. Here we go. Liam Smith with 233 points, 5 races so far for him. Hartley Williams with 229 points. Richard Oakes has crept all the way up to 3rd place with 219 points. He's got himself a podium as of right now, but needs to keep it on track and work harder to get into that maybe 1st or 2nd place. It's a possibility. Also, James Cusworth, he's knocking on the door as well. 5 races, 195 points. He's within reaching distance of Liam Smith. Hartley and Liam are going to have to race very good to keep their stretch going of staying on top, because they have some other drivers knocking on the door now. In 5th overall is Glenn Smith. Now Glenn starts at the back of every race, but just tries to keep it on a track and moves up, and he's really done really well. He has 180 points. Aldo Rossi, 173 points. Krzysztof Rosalinski, I said that correctly, with 172 points. David Evans, 172 points. Jose Torres, 154 points. Nathan Follows, 119 points. Big Game James with 117 points. Stacy Ellis, who's not going to be able to race today. Let's just have a nice mention for Stacy. Stacy, get well, feel better, buddy. Hope you're doing well and having a good day. Simon Jones with 113 points. Groffish 112. Herzeg 110. Rowan 104. Barry Evans has only the 4 races, 82 points. Lee Quiminer, 72 points. Wepener, 41 points. Adele Dennis Ozcan, 38 points. Garnett Slick, 27 points. And as you see, 2 drivers have been disqualified from the series. Not sure if that's permanent or temporary, but hopefully we'll see them back on the track and conforming to the actual rules of the race. Alex Lathoris and Ronaldo Giuli, who was in the Lamborghini. That's it for the amateur series. Now let's take a look at the pro. Blake Morgan, 252 points after 5 races. He has 2 wins. Flip Van Zyl, 233 points. And look at here. Ozcan now. He's on the podium for pro. 222 points after 5 starts. Just shows you don't have to win these races. You have both Van Zyl and Ozcan in the top 3 with no wins. Tim Smee had kind of a tough race, but rebounded well last week with 222 points. Here's a gentleman that showed some great sportsmanship at the end of the race. Last week's race winner, Ryan Harper, who has 3 races. I don't know. I must have been tired after the race last week. When I was interviewing at the end of the race, I said something about it. His first win. So sorry, Ryan. Ryan, of course, has 3 wins, and I just had maybe a senior moment, I guess. Sorry about that. Apologize to Ryan Harper for that last week. Certainly wasn't an intentional slight. Juan Standard in 5th place with 213 points. Marcus Berggren with 196 points in 5th place. Matthew Gamble, 193 points. He's been in all 5 races. Jack Brooks, 168. Marcel Sima, 162. I think some of the guys must have get provisionals because I know Stefan didn't race last week. So I guess some of the guys didn't show that they get a provisional. Stefan Buckley in 10th with 156 points. Wesley Irvin, 149 points. Mark Jones, 143. Cooper in the BMW, 125. Cooper had a really nice race last week, but had some issues late in the race, I think. But he was really in the top 3 or 4 for the first half of the race. Uwe Tholen, 123 points. Luca Pirovano, 80 points. Hino, no longer, I guess, participating in the series. His name's kind of grayed out. Adri with 35 points. We saw him earlier. I don't think we saw him last week. Gary Dawson, 34 points. And rest have 0 points. We got another guy, a couple disqualifications. Dubcake Z, Stanton Augustus, and Oliver Exton. And that's it. That's your standings for both the Pro and the Am. We'll be racing, like I said, at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. UTC was, I just said it before, 1900 hours UTC. And we hope to see you then. If you're interested in joining the league, I'd recommend this league. Very good for beginners and pros. They have all kinds of stuff going on in this league. Just to show you all the different racing going on in this league. If I can find it. Let me go to it. Hold on. We'll find it. They have races scheduled in... This is ACC, or I'm sorry, not ACC, but Assetto Corsa M5 Cup 4 Fun Night. You see there's 19 signups for that. They also have a Thursday night sprint. It doesn't list on the ticket exactly. Here, let's do this. we'll get rid of Assetto Corsa, and we'll just do Assetto Corsa right now and show what they have in Assetto Corsa. Right now it looks like the MX5 Fun Night is what they're running on Wednesdays. And I think they were doing something on Automobilista. And once you get on simracing GP, or you can find them on Discord, there's a link right there. Any of my videos, you could ask the link to any of the leagues that I'm in, and I'll gladly help you out with joining any of them, or directing into a league that might be good for your... Yeah, I do know some leagues. Recommend various leagues to different skill set drivers. Anyway, hope everyone's having a great Sunday, and we'll see you later. Thank you for watching this broadcast. So it's now 3 o'clock. I'm going to check to see if the server is open right now. Please stand by. We'll be starting up very soon. Also, you type in, like, how's everyone doing today? What have they been up to today? What did you guys have for lunch, dinner, whatever? Sorry about the dead air, but we'll be with you in just a moment. So it looks like there's no driver briefing today, so I am just going to go over last week's driver briefing, which was sent to me by Marcus. And basically last week's was for Zolder. We'll just say, you know, I'm going to wing it. Zolder, round 6. Round 6 of the championship. As per usual, it's split qualifying. This is Marcus's words, not mine. I don't have to go over this for the 5th time. Please respect each other on outlaps, and please leave space. Just like before, a valid pit stop requires you to refuel. However, tire change is optimal. You have to actively uncheck the tires on the MFD, not to change tires. Test. I just want to make sure my mic's working. Then it goes on to pit in Zolder, but the pit at Spa, okay, very important here. When you're entering the pit at Spa, better make sure that you're not over the pit speed limit.
What's he gonna do? Here we go, green flag, boogity. Let's go racing, boys!
Yes, we are gonna go racing very soon. Thank you for that. Okay, so pit exit, Zolder. I lost my train of thought here. So, entering the pit. Entering the pit, make sure you're at the under the maximum speed, or otherwise you're gonna have a very, very long day at Spa, because the pit takes forever to get in and out of, and if you have a pit penalty and have to come all the way around, it's just gonna completely spoil your race. So that's from myself as far as like entering it. Be very careful about not going over the pit maximum speed. Make sure you enter the track without causing a collision when you enter after pitting. If you spin, hold your brakes to make you more predictable for oncoming cars. If you can, you may want to roll off the circuit. Just don't roll across the circuit. As always, there's points in just finishing the race. If you are involved in a crash, go to the pits, get repairs done, and go back out and finish the race. Every lap counts towards your experience bank that you will carry with it going forward. Reminder about blue flags. If you are blue flagged, You are to stay predictable and on the racing line, but do not actively defend. And what that means is, if you're blue flag car and you change lanes once while you have a car behind you that's a lap up on you, you're allowed to change lanes once. Don't do it again. If you change lanes twice, that's considered blocking. Let the lapping car coming through make the move, and when they do, give them enough space to complete the move. That does not mean drive off the track, impair your own time. Just be sensible. Let them go in the straight. Don't panic and go off in a chicane. Wait and let them pass after a chicane or a hard curve. One last thing, on the first 2 laps, tires are cold, meaning you have less grip. Make sure you brake earlier than usual, not to only account for the cars ahead of you, but also lower grip level during the first couple laps. Keep it clean and respectful out there, and we'll see you on the track very soon. Thank you for that, Marcus. Hope you don't mind I added a couple things. Yes, let's go. ADs. Let's go, baby. I agree. Thank you very much. All right. Now we're going to see if the track is ready to join. Let me take a look. It says the server's launching right now at 3 o'clock. It was supposed to launch. It says it's running, so I could join the server. Just wait a moment while I do that. All right, and we're joining the server right now. Here we go.
Green light. Go, go, go.
You guys are cracking me up. Currently riding with N follows the number 17. This is practice time, and there's 7 minutes and 44 seconds left in practice. I just have one more thing that's set up, so while you're riding with him, I'm going to set up yet another program that will help me announce the race. Oh no, we don't want Winrar to come up. That's the wrong thing. ACC race control zip, no. There we go. Now I think I got the right thing. Hopefully, there we go. Connect. So far, right away, Ron Harper seems to be tearing it up. He was last week's winner, and he's already at the top of the board in practice with a little over 6 minutes left in practice. There's the overhead of Ron Harper. Again, he was last week's win. He has three wins out of the previous 5 races. And what's going on here? That was a huge lag spike right there. Sorry about that. Not sure if that's on my end, but looks like my connection is excellent. Gotta relax, watch the race, and enjoy Wolf's commentary. Thank you very much. Special, let's all say a special wishes for Mr. Ellis today, who is, I won't get into his details, but let's just say we hope you're doing well today, Mr. Ellis. Normally races today, and I think he's watching. Yep, he's watching. I don't want to discuss your medical history, but just want to say I hope you're having a good day and hope everything goes well for you and went well for you yesterday as well. You're welcome, buddy. Just get well. See, the large portion of the cars still in the pits there during practice. We only have 3 minutes and 34 seconds left, but my guess is they've already practiced a lot already leading up to this race. Currently have 10 viewers. And we just got a follower just a few minutes ago. Thank you, BZI26. Appreciate you and everyone else that's viewing today on this lovely Sunday afternoon here in Spa-Francorchamps. For me, I consider Spa to be like the Talladega or Daytona of European racing. It's just a big, long track. You know, it's got some slick corners, but it has a lot of long straightaways. High-speed road track. A little bit about Spa. Spa opened in August of 1921. Circuit has undergone several redesigns through its history, most extensively in 1979 when the track was modified, shortened from a 14-kilometer circuit, 8.76 miles, using public roads, to a 6.9 permanent circuit due to safety concerns with the old circuit. Just recently, which doesn't show up on this track, they changed, I believe, the front part of the front stretch and moved it back away from the pits. You could always go on YouTube if you're interested in that and check out the new design of Spa. This track has housed Formula One, Belgian Grand Prix from 1925 Intermilly to 1970, GT World Challenge Europe, World Endurance Championship, FIA World Rally Cars Championship, Thai Car World Championship, International GT Open. Basically, who's who of racing has raced here. All right, I think we just got a new follower, Blue Devil. Thank you very much, Blue Devil. Let's go. Ellis says, guys have been hitting the track hard all week, pushing hard to grab those extra seconds. What you don't see is all the guys helping each other offline to be the best drivers they can be, helping with the setups and advice. Superb community. That's a pretty good plug for ARC Racing right there. Let's go. 11 viewers. Thank you very much. Forgot actually what I was doing now. Which is not surprising. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. See what kind of times people are putting up. Times, here we go. B. Morgan, the other driver, has 2 wins, I believe, in the BMW M4. Currently with a 218.737, almost a half a second ahead of Harper. So Morgan's looking very fast in the McLaren, in the BMW, and Harper right behind. You have 2 McLarens behind him. You also have A. Lock, 4th Van Zyl in the BMW M4, and then Ozcan, Rozelinski in 6th, Rossi in 7th, Jones in 8th, Fitzpatrick 9th. They had a great battle last week between 5. Fitzpatrick was involved with Smee. I think it was Smee, Locke, Fitzpatrick, and who was the other guy? But anyway, they had 5th, 6th, and 7th battle last week, which I think was Cusworth. They had a great battle going on last week's race. I really enjoyed it. It was fun watching them. Garcia says, absolutely true. Thanks again for broadcasting, Woes. Oh, you're very welcome. And we have an incoming raid. Lucky Luke. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I don't have the right screen on right now for the changing my screens around, so it didn't show the raid, but thank you so much. Lucky Luke with 12 viewers.
Green light. Give it all you got.
Let's give him a shout out. Lucky Luke 980. There we go. He was just playing Mountain Blade War Bannerlord, which I try to enjoy every weekend that I can. Tune into Lucky Luke. I love that game, and he has an interactive. He has an interactive thing where he could play, where you could enter a character into his game, and it's a lot of fun. Ellis says it's a long track, hour-long. Concentration is paramount. The guys will be bunched up for a few laps. Guys, please definitely give Lucky Luke a shout out, or a follow for that matter. Oh, Baby Cakes already gave him a shout out. She's way ahead of me. Thank you so much, Baby Cakes. Absolutely, he deserves 2 shout outs for a raid like that. Thank you so much, Lucky Luke. So, that's your times. Whoops. And now we're into qualifying, so let's get rid of this screen. And so the amateur crew is out on track, currently looking at the car of number 12, Jay Parks, better known as the name I gave him personally, Big Game James. Known James from various leagues, for about, I don't know. I've probably known James for about a good year or so. Super nice guy. He's always racing. He's racing about 4 or 5 different leagues, and he's always trying very hard to improve himself. Yeah, thanks guys for following Lucky Luke. Racing from the back says, don't forget every driver has to stop for fuel. With such a long pit lane, avoiding damage essential in time. Pits will have a huge impact at Spa. Absolutely. Especially that long, huge, long. How many How many guys do you think will speed in a tip in the pits or mess up in the pits, and that will cause them literally laps? My guess is, I would say about 3 drivers will do that today. Frank's work, party time, excellent. That wasn't even a recording, Frank. And yesterday, Lucky Luke rated Frank's world. So he's getting a bunch of fouls that he deserves. I think I don't know if my my sounds are working or not. Also, give a shout out, please, to Racing from the Back. He was streaming yesterday. I think he was streaming yesterday. If you don't mind, guys. Thank you. Let's just give everybody shout outs. Shout outs for everyone. Here's a look at the current times. They don't have enough laps in yet. Sure, why not? Spread the love. Wow, look at that car. Cosworth in the 36 Porsche. I would say pit penalties are almost double at Spa for the long entrance. 30G almost becomes 60 seconds. That's very true. We're going to do an in-car lap with A. Rossi, who's driving a 7 Audi. I know you're supposed to say Audi, but I say it my way. Nice. Thank you, baby cakes. Regular follow, party. Like the follows. That's what we want. Everybody following each other. All right, thank you for the biddies. Well, Aunt Audrey. I don't say Aunt Audrey, Aunt Audi, Aunt Audrey. I say Aunt Audrey. A-U-O-O-O. That's how Americans talk. I don't know how the rest of the world talks, but that's how I'd speak. Thank you so much for the bits. God bless you, Aunt. I can't even say it that way. Aunt Audrey, God bless you up there in heaven. Ow, say how, like ow, ow. Another follow, thank you so much. Jared's 23. So, as you see, Rossi is just doing a super smooth lap right now. Look at this guy. I'm not going to try that one, Ellis. If I say that 5 times fast, you guys will be all laughing at me. Keep in mind, we're America English. I think we need to come up with our own, who's called American. I say that in absolute silliness. Oh, Matt Gamble. Okay, yeah. Wow, thank you so much. A hype train? Holy crap. This is the channel first hype train. Seriously? Oh my god, 19% hype train. I have to pay more attention to the race though, guys. I'm sorry. There's L. Smith, currently running second to Locke. I'm gonna post the times right now. Thank you all, everyone, so much for the biddies. Really appreciate that. I don't think I have because I'll be moving this to. I think I had a lot of my alarms and stuff turned off because this video will be moved to YouTube probably tomorrow morning. There's the times you're looking at now. Locke, followed by Smith, followed by Rossi, followed by Wazlowski, then Fish, Williams, Oaks follows, J. Parks, Wappenar, Smith. Oh, I went a little too far, sorry. There we go. This Wappenar is the last one right now of the first 11. Looks like Locke looks like the head of the class for the AM. Wow. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate that. Thank you, Evil Shadow. Some serious hype train going on. First hype train ever. We have Locke. Williams is currently in the pits. He's second in AM, followed by Smith. Rossi was super smooth, you saw before. Rozalinsky, Fish, Oaks. Smith follows. Wappenar and J. Parks. Last but not least, Herzog, Evans, and Cusworth all still have to put times in. And other Evans, both Evanses have to put times in. This is Sunday at Spa. Yes, Evil, thank you so much. Evil Shadow pouring in the sub today. And bits. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Give Evil Shadow a shout out, please. Make sure he gets followed as well. Currently running with Smith. My alerts for some reason are not working. I don't know what's going on. Sorry guys, I heard the music. I heard the Benny Hill music. Take a look at, see if I can fix this issue. There we go. That should be... No, that's not going to be right. I don't want to mess around too much with my screens. I had this working last week. I don't know why. I made new screens this week, and that might be part of the problem. But I sure appreciate all, even though it's not showing up on the screen, I sure appreciate all the follows and bits. Thank you so much. And this league, I'm sure, also appreciates... Oh man, what's going on my screen now? There we go. Now the pro group's coming out. So it looks like all the amateurs, L. Smith. Wow, thank you so much. Totally not necessary, but much appreciated. Else, thank you so much, Kim. Appreciate that. Season 3 races should be coming to the USA with new DLC coming, says Ellis. L. Smith was the class of the AM division with a 219.997 followed by A. Lock. That's right. A. Lock with a 220.115. You can see the times right here. Fitzpatrick. Is Fitzpatrick in AM? No, I don't think he is. Williams, I think would be third. Then Rosalinsky, Rossi, Fish, Oaks, Smith, Cusworth follows. Evans, Parks, Rowan, B. Evans, and Herzeg. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the American tracks coming. There'll be the track in Texas. There'll be the New York track, which is Watkins Glen. The Texas one is Circuits of America. And what's the other track? There's another one. I can't think of what the other one is. Oh, Indianapolis. Indianapolis Road Track. Thank you again, once again, for all the support in this channel, all the follows, the views, so on. Hope you're having just a fantastic Sunday today. Currently riding with F. Van Zyl, number 16. I'll be completely honest, all the bits and subs and appreciate all of it, and stop bys, and took me a little off my game, lost my concentration a little bit. Also, it kind of messed me up that my I don't have my alerts and everything set up for this. The number 5 McLaren of W. Irvin. Oops, somebody just posted a message. Let's see what that was. Marcus says, hello, I was very tired, fell asleep, apology, I won't be racing today, but we'll be spectating. There are a couple guys that didn't race last week here as well, including, because last week was Father's Day, including the 39 of Stefan Buckley. Take a lap with Mr. Buckley, see how he does. Tight to the corner. So just miles of forest in the background. Keeps it close to the outside curbing. Stays inside the track limits. Very well done. BVI 26, how are you today? Thank you so much for the follow as well. Currently running with Stefan Buckley. This is a guy that's, I would say, pretty experienced at this track. I would say also, as I say ever because I brag about it, he's the elder statesman, I believe, of this league, being at 72 years old. And this is not a seniors league. This is all age. There's young guys in this in their 20s, and there's all age ranges and all different people from all over the world in this race. There's people from America. Thank you so much, Mr. Ellis. There's people from America. There's people from England. There's people from South America. There's people from Belgium, Germany, all over the world racing in this race. That's what's kind of cool about Assetto Corsa Competizione, is it definitely attracts a very international crowd. South Africa, there you go. I definitely will follow everyone back too after the race is over. Yeah, there's people all over the place in this race. Another league I raced in, they put their country in parentheses next to their names, which was kind of cool. I really like that. Let's take a look at Smee. Smee has yet to put a time in. Very competitive driver. Is currently tied for third in his division. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in qualifying. Smee is I'd say pretty smooth driver. Definitely a very gentleman-like driver, that's for sure. Essex, England, I think. Is that correct, Mr. Ellis? Boy, wow. All right. Thank you very much. You're graced with a little, you can't hear it over the engine, but there's Benny Hill in the background. Thank you, Evil Shadow. So, Smee's at the top of the track. He's in at 23 if you look on the little mini map. This is his qualifying lap, and probably the last lap that he's going to be able to get in. You can feel the hype, that's for sure today. Serious hype going on. Look how smooth that BMW is. Wow. Let's see. It should be interesting where he finishes. He's going to be coming around to the finish line here. Through the chicane. Onto the short straight. Let's see where he finishes. Currently 24th. He didn't really move in. I think he needs another lap, which he's not gonna. He might just have time to get another lap in it because 2:25 left. Let's see. That was his out lap. Now he's on his main lap. You got 2 minutes and 14 to move up the grid. And then the real race starts. Following this qualifying would be like, I believe an hour. It's an hour-long race or 45 minutes. I forgot to look now. Ellis, I think, said 1 hour earlier. Should be able to tell you right now by looking at, still have it on my dashboard here. Event configuration. 1 hour race, which will be grueling for these participants. Let's see what Smee, well, it should be interesting what Smee could do. Smee was at the front last week. He was like racing for 5th, 6th, and 4th or something like that. 1 hour race, mandatory pit for fuel. They don't have, I don't think they have to change their tires though, I think I read somewhere. But I can't imagine not wanting to change your tires. Let's go, Smee. I'm kind of rooting for Smee. He's got 46 seconds left. He will make it over. Super smooth. There you go. He's coming up to the chicane. You could see the start-finish line from his, just in front of him there. Let's see where he finishes. There's the line. Oh, wow! He just jumped from 24th to 4th. Tremendous job by Smee. Wow, he just gonna pull off right there. Wow, that's fantastic. There's the times. There's where Smee is. You see him as 4th now. He jumped all the way from 24th place to 4th overall. He's just behind Harper, M. Jones, Morgan, followed by Lee Smith. Lee Smith used to be a pitcher, baseball player. Liam Smith. Then Van Zyl, A. Locke, Fitzpatrick, H. Williams, Rosalinski, Irvin, Rossi, Fish, Oxan, Oak, Smith, Cusworth, Buckley. Back in 18th. I don't think Buckley will stay in 18th. I think he'll move up. Follows Wapner, Evans, D. Evans, J. Parks, J. Rowan, and B. Evans. Macca's and BMW dominating the front. What a surprise, huh? I say that sarcastically, guys, because the BMW was a new car that was released last fall, and it's a car that was nerfed because it was so much faster than all the other cars. Completely OP, and then they nerfed it, but it's still really fast. And then you have the McLaren, which is also very fast, but harder to drive and harder to master. Yes. Keep the eyes on the owl. I wouldn't count those Porsches from creeping up either. We're just waiting for the... Keep one eye on the Audis. Brake better than the Maccas. So he's talking about the Audi and the McLarens, who are on the first and second row of this race. We're just waiting for the server to grid everyone. And I'm gonna have a sip of ginger ale. My mouth's getting a little bit dry here.
What about the night qualifying? Are you worried about that?
You're hearing the interview. In game, they have these interviews. Bergen Races says apologies today. Fell asleep and woke up too late. No race today. That's all right, buddy. Yes. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. Also, thank you for the biddies. Hope it's a good race. I actually read Marcus Berger, and I read his last week's meeting session and just changed it up a little bit to work for Spa. So it worked out. There we go. The cars are gridding up. There's your first row right there with Harper and Jones. Followed by second row, Morgan and Smee. Then Liam Smith, Van Zyl, sixth. Next row, Locke. There we go. Let's change this. This is Harper. Then Jones. Then Morgan. Smee. I do it a little differently. I don't do the out of car because it's kind of a pain in the neck for me. Van Zyl. Row 3. Row 4, Locke and Fitzpatrick. Row 5, Williams and Rozelinski. I put an N in there. There's no N there. Rozolski. And Irvin. Followed by Rossi and Fish. Oscan and Oaks. Oaks and Cusworth, you see, are the Porsches. I think they're only Porsches in the race. Smith in the McLaren. Cusworth, as I said, in the Porsche. Buckley in the car with the 4 rings. Follows in the Aston Martin. Wappener in the Mercedes. D. Evans, Mercedes. J. Parks, McLaren. B. Evans in the, I think it's the Aston Martin, and then Herzog in the BMW, and Sima in last position. As always, we start from the holo cam just so we could keep an eye on everyone, as many cars as possible. That's so I like to do the chopper cam in the beginning, because the beginning is very crucial, and sometimes a lot of things happen in the beginning, first corners of the race, a lot of incidents and so on, and we want to make sure that we try and capture that as it happens. I thought you might like that. Since there's 25 cars, we're gonna sit with G. Smith. I also need to change this. There we go.
Green light. Give it all you can.
Green, green, green. Here we go. We got 3 wide up the middle. So they're gonna have to work that out before they make the turn. As last week happened, we have some ghosting in the beginning of the race, which is very strange. Look at that one car. This server must be set up in a way that the first lap corners, that there's no contact or something. I don't understand how. We saw that black car just drive right through traffic, which was very bizarre. There's Evans in the back. Barry Evans, that is. We have Fish is already off with a yellow. He's dropping like a rock. There he is right there. Fish is dropped to the back. Take a quick look at how the front is working out. Harper's just running away. Second is Morgan. Here he is, trailing behind Harper. Third is Jones, with Smee just behind him. L. Smith, Liam Smith, who is in the AM division, running in 5th. That's very strong. G. Smith in 6th in the McLaren just behind. Because we go into TV view. A. Locke, who did just a fantastic job last week in the first half of the race. He did have some issues as the race went. That is very weird, guys. Maybe Marcus could elaborate on that, why these cars are able to go through. This happened last week as well. there was no contact early on in the race. Very, very strange. I don't know why that is happening on this server. That is not an ordinary thing in ACC. Unless it's set up so that first lap could be ghosting. I don't know if that's possible on a server or not. But so you have Van Zyl in 9th. Fitzpatrick falling behind. He's side by side right now. There we go with the basic. He was side by side with Rossi. As I said before, Buckley, who started 14th, I didn't think he would stay at 13th very long, as Buckley has now moved up to 14th already. Whoop. Did not mean to do that. There's Buckley, currently in 14th place. Yeah, that normally does not happen with the going through. I don't know what that's going, but we have 17 off track right now. That is end follows, and he looked like he was up against the wall. It doesn't look like he had, let's take a look. Not much damage, very little damage, so he's good. He's lucky then. You see the front runners kind of building a gap between each other right now. Huge gap between, well, not a big gap between first and second, but there is a big gap between third and fourth, and also a big gap between fifth and sixth, as you see. There's Williams. We're gonna go down the grid, searching for some battles. We want to find some close racing. So, but oh boy, Buckley came up real close on Rossi right there. Just behind Buckley is Oaks and the Porsche. The two Porsches running together, nose to tail. There's a bird's eye view from Cusworth's 36 Porsche. He's looking to get by Oaks. He might have the faster of the two cars. They're slowing down for the chicane. A lot of stuff usually happens right here. Goes a little bit wide, gets back in the track. Didn't lose much time there. As you see behind them, they have a huge gap, but they seem to be, whoa, whoa! That was very close, and it gives his spot back to Oaks. He nearly hit Oaks. Some good evasion there last second. Well, he almost had an incident there. Look how close they are. Keep in mind too, if they go where they just went across right there, that curving to the left, they go across that curving too far and they get all four wheels on the side of that curb, they will get a penalty. And you can only have 3 penalties before you get a, 3 warnings before you get a penalty, which will send you to drive through the pits. Oh boy, there he goes. A very, very aggressive turn right there. And he basically turned Oaks. Very over-aggressive driving right there. And now Oaks goes off trying to avoid Evans. You see the car's got a bit of a log jam going on right now. See Oaks' car is a little bit dented up. I'm sure he is not very happy about being turned like that. Yeah, they're definitely contact now, no doubt. We already have in the pits B. Evans. I was wondering before what car he was in. He's actually in the Bentley. Ghosting is not a setting in the game. Must be a server glitch. Yeah, it was the same thing last week. Rozolski also in the pits. Follows, running 23rd. Herzog, 22nd. Fish, running 21st. Jay Parks, running 20th. Sima, 19th. Somewhat by himself there. This is usually where it's pretty fun back here. Evans with Oaks just in front of him. And just in front of Oaks is Cusworth. So as you see, even with getting dumped there, Oaks only has lost 1.6 seconds, and he's gaining quickly on Cusworth. He wants his position back. I don't blame him. I want my position back too. Right now, I'd be driving with a fire underneath me. We'll go back and look at that, but we haven't given the front runners very much. There's Jones, running in 3rd place. Morgan, as you see, running in 2nd and has dropped back a bit from Harper. Nice battle going on for 5th, 6th, and 7th. As you see, the lead car of this group just went off track a little bit at Smith. He might be feeling the pressure a little bit of Williams. Listen to the road noise of the BMW, how quiet it is. Super, super quiet car. He's looking to get by these guys. Whoa, that was close. Van Zyl almost got tapped from behind there, but luckily Locke was able to hold off just a little bit. This stripe right here to the left, you don't want to go over that too much because that's when you get your warnings. 3 warnings, that means you have to do a drive through the pits. And on this track, it takes forever. Super long pit lane, the longest of all the tracks in this game. Take a quick look at the leaders right now. Again, you see Harper is on a mission. Look at the big gap between Harper and Morgan now. Jones in 3rd, big gap between Jones and Morgan. Smee in 4th. And Williams has gone off-roading. Williams, who was running in, I think, 4th or 5th now. Oh no, yeah, no, pull back on. There you go. Pull back and then on. That's the textbook way to do it right there. If you go off the track, just put it in reverse and go back. Point your nose in the correct direction to enter the track. That's the way to do it right there. Perfect textbook entrance. Oh, he's definitely off right now. Like, what happens for me is when I make a mistake like that, it's hard to immediately get your head back into the race. And he's struggling. And he's got D. Evans all over his pupper. D. Evans and Airguns Wapner as well. And Jay Parks just right behind them. Parks looking to crack. Oh! He's looking to crack into that top 20. There he goes. He's in the 19th position now. No, 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 don't do it. Don't do it. That's a bad place to try and pass. Somebody just ducked into the pits as well, one of these cars. I'm not sure which one it was. Williams. And he hit the pit wall. I know he was definitely struggling. So, tough time for Williams, who was doing just great. I mean, he started, see where he started. He started in 9th position, and now he's dropped to 22nd, and probably even farther. The big gainer of this race, though, is Sima, who has moved up 9 positions. He started 25th and is currently 16th. There he is right there. No 11, green 11 car. "25 participants in this race, of which Sima is running in 16th position." That might be a good time to check out race control. So the 44 and the 6 got together. That might be what happened to Williams. Let's see if we could take a look at that right now. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Carnage. Yeah, so his car's definitely banged up. And then also, okay, so that was the 6, got hit twice there. And then the 11 of Sima was also hit by the 30 and the 24, or vice versa. I'm not sure which. Well, let's take a look at that. So you see the one car went off-road a little bit, then comes back. There was no contact there. No contact there. And then, let's see, farther back. It says there was contact, but there wasn't. It seems the 6 car has left the race, unfortunately. Then there was incident between, oh wait, 6, yeah. Oh wait, maybe he's back now. Oh, we have several DQs. Williams DQ'd, Follows DQ'd. Let's take a look at that. See if we can find them. There's the car that follows. He's disqualified from the race. Not even just DQ'd. He's completely out of the race now. And also, the 6 has left the building. He's put his car on the hauler, and he's gone. Let's look on the leader, Harper. Harper also has the fastest lap of the race, which was a 2:18.637. Smee just had a bit of an issue. There he is. He seems to be back on the track, no problem though. This could be a big points race for Smee. Racing Brack says he oversteered into the corner. Let's go back and look at some of these other events that happened. The 36 and the 20 also had an issue. Oh, we covered that earlier live, I think, but we'll show it again. See exactly what happened. That was that. The 9 and the 28. 28. The 28 is Smith, and the 9 is Ozcan. This is a replay of that. Looks like one guy just got loose. There was no contact there, though. And the 31, I don't think I'll be able to go back to this, but the 17 has also left the race. We've lost 2 drivers now, which is not normal for this series. This was early on. Oh yeah, he just got bumped from behind. Oh, then Evans and the Mercedes got sandwiched. And now we're back live. So we basically caught up on all the incidents that happened during the race. Again, not my position to judge. I'm not an admin or anything like that, and I try not to judge who did what. That's not my job. I don't so much get into that part of the. I show it, and then people could decide for themselves. The viewer could decide for themselves what they think. Van Zyl now running in 5th, Smee in 4th, Locke in 6th, Smith is in that 19 is in 7th now. Remember, he spun out for earlier, but good recovery for him to be in 7th. Nice little battle there between Smith and Ozcan. I don't think Ozcan will push. Ozcan is a pretty smooth driver. I think he'll just sit and wait. He'll sit and wait and watch for an opportunity to get by. Holler says, I've nicknamed. I better read this before I'm gonna read it before I say it. I'm DMs and try to day that has had a lot. Oh, okay. Then I can read it then. I've nicknamed D. Evans as drive-through David, as he's had a DT the last 3 races. I'm allowed to take the mickey out of him as he's my son-in-law. Well, welcome here, Howard. Glad nice of you to comment and give us some insight. Last week, D. Evans was our in-car driver. We didn't arrange for an in-car interview this race. I'm sure I could probably try and get one. I'm gonna sneak in and see if I could talk to Big Game James. Let me see. Big Game James, you have your ears on.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Just wondering if we could get a few words from you and ask how's it going out there. Seems like you're doing pretty good.
No, I'm doing all right. Just can't seem to stay within track limits a little bit here, so I'm in danger of getting a drive-through, but you know, just trying to stay on my P's and Q's. Oh my goodness. But other than that, you know, things are going okay.
I'm waiting for you, James. Come on.
I know, right?
I'm taking his attention off the track. I'm going to get out of here. That was Stefan Buckley you heard from there. Hello, Stefan.
Oh, that's good.
I can only go so slow here. Come on, James.
All right. Hey, man, I got the hamster.
All right, so that was interesting. That was funny. That was the voice of Stefan Buckley. I don't know why he's talking about James, because Stefan's in 11th. I don't really see him anywhere near James. I think he was just teasing him. I think he was just rattling. There goes. James got by Hertzeg. Seems like they're having a little battle. Nice that once in a while check in with the drivers. I could do with that with James because I've known him for a while. Let's take a look at the leaders again. Both leaders have not taken their mandatory pit yet. She's currently driving with Morgan. Morgan's fastest lap was his last lap was a 2:20.6. His fastest lap was a 2:19.47. So he slowed down quite a bit, while Harper at the same time is doing 2:19. So Harper is just continuing. There's your first place driver right there, Harper. He's just continuing to widen that gap. Nathan was DQ'd for misjudging the pit limit point and speeding into pits, which is exactly what I warned about in the pre-race chat that I gave. People will watch that later on YouTube or when they watch the rerun. That was one of the things that I kind of warned about. If you speed in the pits on this track, it's a kiss of death. A lot coming up on the lap car of Wapner. Wapner's already pitted. Currently running 22nd of 23. Locke is running 6th. Having another fine first half of the race is Locke coming up on the chicane. Hopefully Wapner stays to the outside. Locke gets by easily. Wapner does a nice job of slowing down. Ellis says, just had a chat with him and he's gutted for the mistake. Yeah, I bet. Nathan was, I'm sorry, Nathan was, which car was Nathan? What was the last name? I mostly go by last names. Was that, I'm trying to think it was Nathan. Oh, we got off. We got an accident here between Smith and Oaks, it looks like. And Wapner at the same time is off. Let's see if we can take a look at this. Between the 20 and the 28. It looks like Oaks. Yeah, well, that car Smith's is pretty beat up. It's a bummer for Smith because he's running actually decently. There's also contact between the 30 and the 43. Take a look. It's a chicane. People are taking the chicane too hot. It's 100% on fish right there. Nathan is car 17, questioning incident on T1, lap 2. 17. That was between him and a 31. We can take a look at that. Yeah, well. Oh boy. I'm not sure if that was the right clip or not. But it showed that, I think the 31 getting booted by the 17. Let's see if we can change the view on that. We'll go back and do another replay with a different view. Yeah, I'm not sure who that Aston Martin was in the Aston Martin, but I don't know if he was the 17 or who was in the Aston Martin there, but looked like he threw a bumper on the car in front of him and hit his side, hit a second car. Currently, Buckley has not pitted yet, but he's running 10th. I'm not sure Buckley was addressing James to get out of the way because at the time he was nowhere James. Maybe he thought James was someone else. A little confused with that. Or it was just Mr. Buckley's sense of humor, which is very possible. Nathan with 17. Well, whoever that car was in that Aston Martin was the one usually it looked like in question there. We have now Cussword is running at 16th in the pits. Irvin also in the pits. So drivers are starting to take their first pit stop. And we're just down to 32 and a half minutes left in this race. And Harper absolutely just running away. He has almost a 10-second lead. There's Morgan. So also have a solid outing. Jones, very solid. Smee in fourth. Okay, well there you have it then. That was the incident I think that you're talking about. Van Zyl. Headed in the pits. With Locke right behind him. Oskin staying out. He's in 5th place. So we have Van Zyl and Locke in the pits right now. Oaks is up to 11th. Has not pitted. Remember, Oaks early on got turned. Or he was part of turning, whatever happened. That's Simmer right behind Oaks in 12th place. I would say right about now is probably a pretty good time to pit. And if I was Oaks, I would probably, he's running pretty good, I would turn off repair. I would turn repair right off. Look at that. Sima was way over the line there. Probably gonna get a warning for that. Van Zyl's in the pits, Locke's in the pits, Evans in the pits. There's Evans just coming out of the pits right now, running in 15th place. I think he's coming out of the pits unless his pit stall is all the way on the other side. He's about mid-pit right now. He's keeping it to 31. That's what you have to do. You have to just creep along and to be super, super careful not to. Yeah, okay. His pit was on this side. It's because he's slowing down. Well, it seemed like he was slowing down. There he goes. He's stopped now. Now you have Harper's in the pits, your first place driver, Morgan and Jones, all three of them in the pits. Let's do a rundown from the back to front. Fitzpatrick struggling just a little bit. He has not pitted yet in that 44 BMW. He did have an issue with the 7 and the 6. Let's see what happened here. Right there. That probably gave him a good amount of damage. And then early on, this was early in the race, he got rear-ended from behind, and that cost him a little bit of time there. '28 and 20. We saw that earlier. And now we're back to live. We have a lot of cars in the pits right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars in the pits. Oaks still has not pitted. SEMA still has not pitted. Fish still has not pitted. Evans is on a yellow. He's off the track, hit the wall, trying to steady his car. We're still holding at 17 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you hanging out with us today on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Hopefully you're all happy, healthy, and well fed today and having just a great day. And I appreciate you spending a little bit of your time on my stream. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so much as well, once again, for all the bits and subs. So nice of all of you. And I'm sure also the league administrators of this league really appreciate, amateur racing community really appreciate your patronage. Thank you so much. To join this league, it's very easy. If you're just enjoying, just post in time for me a story. Lucky Luke, thanks for hanging out so long. Really appreciate it. And thank you so very much for that amazing raid. Let's give Lucky Luke one more shout out. There you go. Make sure you follow that guy. He has a very good community going on. Some good people hang out in his chat channel. And I definitely give that guy a thumbs up. All right, so Fish still has not pitted. He's currently running in 7th. We have Smee first. Smee has yet to pit. Smith is yet to pit. SEMA yet to pit. He's getting passed by Oaks right there. They're racing for third. Really kind of a meaningless position. They both want to lead that lap, I guess. That could be it. But they're battling hard, these two guys. Now would be the time just to fall in and run in line with each other instead of battle, because as they're battling, they're losing valuable time. While there's not many cars on the track, so many cars were in the pits, now is the time to make up time, not lose time. Uh-oh! Harper went off. I'm not sure what happened to Harper. Harper in the number 29 is going off. Not sure what happened. There's no replay of it. But it looks like Morgan has gotten by Harper. He's got a 2-second lead right now on Harper after they both were in the pits. So Harper is going to have to put his nose to the grindstone. Just behind Harper is Fish, who has not pitted yet. Or has not been in the pits yet, proper English. Let's take a look. Possible contact between the 24 and 30. Maybe that's what slowed Harper down. It doesn't really show what happened. Also, make sure to give this guy a follow as well. Thank you so much for all the hype you brought today. Really appreciate that, Evil Shadow. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Well, let's go. We're up to 506 followers. We've got to like that as well. Evil Shadow is currently playing the World War II simulator called Hell Let Loose. And we're going to get back to the race here. Let's take a look at Ryan Harper, who had a 10-second lead when they went into the pits. Now, Mr. Harper is in a position where he's behind Morgan, who was second for I don't know how many laps of the race. As we tick down to 22 and a half minutes left, let's take a ride with Harper from his driver cam. That's right, as Ellis chimes in, still a long way to go. 22 minutes could be an eternity in this racing. And my guess is Harper will be very, very patient and trying to get by Morgan. Keep in mind though, that McLaren does not handle as smooth as the BMW. It's a handful. In my opinion, there we go, we gotta go with the L cam, switching cameras. Morgan left plenty of room. Very sportsmanlike driver, Morgan right there. Yes, those, exactly what Ellis says. Those who have not changed tires will definitely be noticing it. So if you didn't check tires, good luck to you. Let's do a quick rundown from top to bottom. We've lost 3 drivers in this race, which is very rare. Usually most of the drivers stay throughout the whole race. We have Fitzpatrick, who has pitted in 22nd. Wapner, 21st. D. Evans still in the pits. He's down a couple laps. Jay Parks hanging there in 19th. Looking pretty good for him right now to get a top 20 finish. Jay Fish, 18th. W. Irvin, 17th. There's a race right here for 17th, 16th, and 15th. And wow, he's up all over. What I had to do was contact there between the two cars. We're going, they're all over each other. It's like they have little magnets in their cars, but it looks like Smith relinquishes his position. And, but I'm sorry, that wasn't Smith, that was, hold on, let me see here. I think I just made a mistake. That was, yeah, no, that was right. Irvin got by Smith, is what I was just questioning myself there. And just in front of him, you see next is Hertzik. So, Irvin having some exciting moments here. Passing by Smith, and now is going to try to go after Hertzik. Nice battle for 15th, 16th, and 17th place. We move to Cusworth. We're going to go to the Helicam because I know some people have movement issues, like game movement that might bother them being inside the car. So we're going to go with the TV cam, which is a lot more relaxed view. So we have Cusworth just ahead of Buckley. And Buckley braked late in that current. He came right up onto Cusworth. And they're in a great battle. We're ticking down to now 18 and a half seconds left in this race. Harper is now second, and Smee, who has not been in the pits yet, surprisingly, is taking a real risk staying out so long. Sema has just pitted. But Harper is now also about 3 seconds in front of Morgan. Oaks has not pitted, still staying out, 4th place. Ella says, love the different engine sounds unique to each brand. Yes, that's something good to point out to those who don't race this game. All the cars sound completely different. Watch, I'll switch to behind the car so no one gets motion sickness. Okay, listen to that car. Now listen to this car. This is the Porsche. McLaren. Different sound. Now you switch to the BMW. The BMW sounds like almost like an electric car. Holler gives a report for D. Evans. He says D. Evans' car was repairing damage. Good information. Thank you. Let's take a look at D. Evans. He's back on the track. Got a shiny, nice new car, it looks like. Holler, do you also race ACC? Fitzpatrick, who had a great run last week. He's had some rough times in this race, and he's just trying to get through the rest of it. Unfortunately, Fitzpatrick is down. The next car above him is a whole lap ahead. There's a 24. Ah, okay. So D. Evans' stepfather, I think he said, he has ACC on console, but haven't got good enough PC to run it yet. There's D. Evans, we were just speaking about. He's 2 laps down currently to Jay Parks. Jay Parks is running in 19th. Just clicked under 60 minutes to go. Fish. It seems G. Smith and Irvin both got by Herzeg. There's Smith. His car's a little beat up. Barely finishes most races though, Smith. Oh, it says these drivers spend all week tinkering with their setups to be ready for the race day. None of them just turn up and race. It's a 6-day setup process, such dedication. Very true. A lot of time and effort goes into practicing. It's part of the reason why I mostly announce now rather than race. I just don't have the dedication. Oh, Evans just went off. He's back on though, and as you see, his beautiful paint job got a little bit smeared. He must have hit a guardrail or something, I think. Where's Barry Evans? I think was one of the cars that left, unfortunately. So he's one of the, what do we start with now? 25 cars? We start with 25, so he's one of the 3 missing drivers. Not sure what happened. Setups of the car really make a huge difference in this game as well. I know it's a difference. I probably forgot how to do it now, but once I bought a few setups, and then once I could compare the setups that I had to the bought setups, that's how I learned how to set up my own car. See how quiet that BMW is? Super quiet. There's Irvin, currently running 15th. Simmet in 14th. He was very late to pit, but he's still hanging on to 14th. Cutsworth, 13th. Rozolski, 12th. See Buckley just ahead there. Rossi in 10th. Oscan in 9th. L. Smith is having a great run. 8th place, very solid. Van Zyl, 7th. Going to expect a lot out of Van Zyl, very solid racer. Jones in 6th. Locke having a good run, and Locke has pitted. I keep saying pitted, I hate that. I don't like that, it doesn't sound right. Locke has already been in the pits, and he's running 5th. Oaks currently running 4th place, but has not been in the pits yet. There is a mandatory pit, so I don't know when he's going to pit. Maybe he's going to go all the way and just take the penalty at the end. I'm not sure what the actual penalty is. Yes, that's very true. It does feel very real when you're racing. Oaks might just go all the way and not pit at all. That's a very good possibility. Let's see if we can find a couple cars that are actually in competition right now. A lot of cars are pretty spread out. It looks like there's a battle between... Oh, that's not a battle, it's lapped. Cutsworth. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Sorry, guys. Alexa, stop. Cutsworth, Smith. I'm looking for a battle. I don't care what position the guys are in, but I prefer to broadcast the actual battles that are going on. And there really isn't anything going on in the track right now. Normally a DQ, you don't do a mandatory pit. Oh, okay. Normally a DQ if you don't do a mandatory pit. I know some leagues just have a time penalty. The game gives you... I know the game gives you a time penalty, I think, doesn't it? There's Morgan, who's in second place. He's almost 12 seconds behind Harper. Harper is just dominating this race. Smee, actually, turns out Smee's strategy of pitting very late has worked, because he's put himself in position to get a podium. 9 minutes left in this race, and Smee is looking darn good, isn't he? See Oaks running 4th, but no pit. Jones, 5th place. 4.5 seconds between Jones, but you see Van Zyl. Here might be the next race, right here. Van Zyl versus Locke. We're gonna just kind of hang here with them a little bit. Let's see if Van Zyl could cut that time down. It's currently a 1.2 second gap between the two cars, the 6th place and 7th place cars. These points all are very important, especially to Van Zyl, who's in the running. I think was he in 3rd right now? Let me just take a quick look. The standings. Van Zyl is currently 2nd overall in the standings, so these are valuable points to him. So Locke is definitely within his sights, and he's definitely going to want to try and get by Locke if he can get up to him. So if Locke makes a mistake, I guarantee Van Zyl is going to pounce. I will also try to get soccer scores. Oak's pitting, I'm told. Yes, he is. I'm going to try and get soccer scores on here too for you people that like soccer or English football. I'm not sure if the season's going on right now for the English Premier League, I think they call it. See, it's just slow, tedious. Oaks has already dropped 5 positions since he entered the pits. He was running 4th when he entered. He's already dropped to 9th. He's about to lose a position to Rossi. And when it comes out, there's only going to be a couple minutes left. There goes another position. Here comes Buckley. Oaks is coming out. He's already dropped to 12th. Was it worth it? Was it worth it for him to stay out so long? I don't know, but 12th place, if he can hang on and get out of the pits before Zima is just behind him. There he is right there. Let's take a look from his view. He's got Oaks in his sights. If he can hold on, I'd say this is a very good finish for Oaks. I don't know that he's had a finish this high yet. Keep in mind, he does have cold tires coming out of the pits. He just went a little wide there. As you can see, the tires being cold makes for a little more difficult handling for him. He's got to wait a lap, maybe a lap and a half till those tires warm up. Can he hold on and hold Sima off? Keep in mind, Sima did do a late pit as well, so he's probably on it, I'd say about 15 minutes on his new tires. See, Rozolski has caught up to Buckley a bit. We'll have to keep an eye on that as well. Locke has pulled away from Van Zyl, but they both moved up the position. I'm not sure who dropped. Oskian in 7th, Smith in 8th, very solid. He leads the amateur group. Rossi is 2nd in the amateur group. 3rd would be Rozolski. So, these guys have a lot to lose, so, I don't know how much I would battle Buckley if I would just kind of wait. Smee has a big gap over Jones for 3rd place, so he's in pretty good shape. Evans, his patches just went off, I think. Evans is currently, B. Evans is currently running in 20th. He's a lap behind the 19th of Jay Parks, though. He was having an outstanding run. Herzig. Running in 18th, Fish 17th, Smee 16th, Irvin, Sima, Oaks. They're having a big battle right here between Sima and Oaks. Let's keep an eye on this. Very long race to watch, and I appreciate everyone that's hung out today. I know we're only down to 8 viewers. It's been a fantastic stream, and you 8 viewers that are hanging out, you diehards, thank you so much for hanging out today. Really appreciate all of you. Oh, they're battling. They're battling for that position. Sima, is he gonna get by? He does get by. Can he hold on to that position? That is the question. As Oaks drops to 14th. There's a battle that might soon happen between Buckley and Rozulski. And okay, Wapner just took Evans for 20th, so Evans now is out of the top 20. Hopefully he's not too discouraged and keeps up working at it. I think he's much faster than his results show. You want to see, oh, there's the Evans right there. Okay, Wabinger.
Leaders on the final lap.
We're on the final lap. Wow, that last 3-4 minutes just went by, just zinged by. There's Harper right there. Beginning of his last lap. And thank you all, everyone, so much for your comments and hanging out. Thank you, Holler. Thank you, Ellis. Again, Ellis, there's a speedy recovery for you, hopefully. Thank you, Evil Shadow. Thank you, Baby Cakes. Thank you, I Can't Feel a Thing. Racing from the Back, Evil Shadow. Baby Cakes. Thank you, all of you. I got a follow from Jaros. Thank you, Jaros. Follow him back. And Lucky Luke with a raid of 12 people. Thank you so much. Blue Devil with the follow. And also BZ I-26, who I think is one of the administrators of the league. I think that might be B. Evans. I'm trying to give me my screen. I just lost my screen, unfortunately. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my God, so many screen issues right now. All of a sudden. Well, anyway, we're riding with Harper. Harper's gonna win this race. It's gonna be his 4th win. Behind him, Morgan. Let's take a quick look back at Buckley and Rozulski. You see Buckley ahead of him. And then Oaks and Sima are still battling. It's not over for them yet. I think Garcia was by. Thank you, Garcia.
The leader has finished the race.
There's your leader, R. Harper. Congratulations, R. Harper. P. Morgan, 2nd. I think he's going to be 2nd. There's Smee. Super fantastic finish by Smee. his strategy was to pit late, and man, did it work. There he is, going through the chicane. There's Van Zyl behind Locke. Great finish for Locke. Van Zyl was solid, a very solid 6th place. There's Ozcan, solid 7th place, followed by L. Smith. Looks like they're going to be steady to the end. Great finish. L. Smith, number 1 amateur. Rossi, number 2 amateur to finish, and finishes 9th on top of that. Here comes Buckley. Solid 10th place finish. Grueling race this has been. Great job by Rozolski, just finishing out of the top 10. Cusworth comes in 12th. Sima 13th. Oaks is in the middle of a race with 2 lap cars. Might just want to let them go by. There's another instance between the 5 and the 28. Let's see if we can take a look at that. Okay then. And then there was also an instance between the 5 and the 34. Oh, he just got loose right there. And that's pretty much it. There's your race right there. Harper first, Morgan second, Smee third, Jones fourth, Locke fifth, Van Zyl sixth, Ozcan seventh, Smith first in amateur division, Rossi second in amateur division, Buckley 10th, 11th is Rozalinsky, third in amateur division, Cusworth fourth in amateur division, 12th overall, Sima 13th, Oaks 14th, Irvin 15th, Smith 16th, Fish 17th, Herzeg 18th, J. Parks 19th, Wappinger 17th, D. Evans 18th. We started with 25 drivers, I believe, and only, it looks like 2017 finish, is that right? I'm not sure. Maybe they just left early. See B. Evans in 24th. H. Williams was in 23rd, Fitzpatrick 22nd, and D. Evans was 21st, I believe it reads. Thank you all so much for hanging out today.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Let me get back to the chat and see if anyone said anything. Good stream again. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let's take a little pop in Discord and see if we could talk to the 3 leaders. There's Harper, Morgan, and Smee.
I figured you must have had a problem, Blake, because I wouldn't normally be catching you.
I murdered my tires at like 20 minutes in, and it was like driving a Formula Drift car the whole second half of the race.
Nice. Nice.
That's why I should have changed your tires.
Yeah.
Checking in
Yeah.
with the leaders now.
I
We're
pulled
gonna
in, and when you didn't leave, I was like, "Oh shit, he's changing his tires."
do a quick
I
interview
just sat there watching Ryan, like,
with
damn
the
it.
top three.
And there was nothing I could do.
It was a win-win situation for me because I had about 8-9 seconds on
Yeah.
you, didn't I? So when I pull in the pits, I'll change my tyres. If I get ahead of him, I'm all right. If he gets ahead of me, I'll just blitz him anyway with new tyres.
There was nothing I could do. I didn't even try. I was just like, bye. See you next time.
All right, guys, if you don't mind, I'm just going to break in here. This is Willie Owens, just going to interview the top three drivers, if you don't mind. Smee, are you available, Smee?
Yep, I'm in.
So great run. You were one of the late pitters. That strategy seemed to work out very good for you.
It did, yeah. I was surprised at how close I was behind Blake when I came out, to be honest with you. But I think he was just saying he was having some challenges, which I'm sure he'll explain shortly. But yeah, it was a good race. Up until the pits, it was pretty quiet, lonely, should we say? But yeah, it was good.
How do you feel about getting third place?
Good. Yeah, much better after last week's shambles. This is a bit more confidence-inducing.
You had a great first half of the race last week, and just it kind of exploded for you on the second half. But
Yeah.
you know that does happen. But great recovery.
Yeah. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Also, I'd like to speak to Mr. Morgan. Was Mr. Morgan Gulf Coaster? I can't remember now.
That's me.
All right, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Tired.
Yeah, it's a really grueling race, Spa. I think hour at Spa.
Yes.
It's a gruel fest. It's all I compare it to racing a NASCAR, Talladega, or Daytona race.
Yeah, it was rough. First race on new pedals, and my knees are sore.
I bet. What do you have a new load cell pedal set up?
Yes, my brother and my parents actually went in together and got me a set of Husingveld Ultimates for my birthday. So, yay me.
Very nice. I think that's what I want to say. Stefan uses those as well. Stefan Buckley.
They're very good.
Yeah. So tell me about your race a little bit.
I just kind of got my butt whipped. I had a good start. I didn't qualify that well. I made a mistake in quali again. I've got to improve on quali, and I didn't have anything for Ryan. I had a great battle at the beginning with second place, and got into second, and hung with Ryan for 4 or 5 laps, and it was just bye. See you next time. But next week's a better race for me. The M4 is a bit of a struggle here. Won't be that case, hopefully, at Imola. So we'll see what happens next week.
All right. There you have
GG
it.
to everybody.
Yeah, congratulations on your second place. Is nothing to sneeze at, mister.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Mr. Harper,
Oh,
how you feeling after your race?
sweaty. No good, yeah. Tough race that, really. To concentrate for all that time, really. On your own for a lot of the time, it's quite difficult to do.
Yeah, a lot of people say the little small micro tracks are tougher, but I think Spa is really, really grueling.
Yeah, it is. It's long, isn't it? It's over 2 minutes. It was hard to kind of back off a little bit. I was pushing quite a lot, and it's just in your nature to do. So I think I had one little slip up, but yeah, difficult, but go for the win.
How did your pit stop go? Did that feel pretty comfortable in and out?
Yeah, so I was about 8 seconds ahead of Blake, I think, at the pit stop. So I decided to change my tyres, knowing that if he changed his tyre, I'm still 8-9 seconds ahead with probably better pace. And he didn't change his tyres, which got ahead of me. But I knew fresh tyres, I can just catch him up. Like he said, it'd be easy to get past with fresh tyres, and his tyres were blitzed. So I think I was 2 or 3 seconds faster a lap. So yeah, quite comfortable with that.
Then you had like there was a little runoff or something happened there, like after you came out of the pits, wasn't there? Or you tangled with someone or something, ran off or
No,
I can't remember exactly what happened.
I just slide, skidded. I thought I might scrub the tyres at first.
Just a cold tire deal.
Yeah, cold tyres, all to speed. Yeah, I thought I might have flat spotted them, which would have been a nightmare, but it wasn't too bad in the end.
Yeah, did that rack your nerves?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I imagine. All right, well, congratulations to all three of you and everyone else. It seemed like a very good race, and I mean, just finishing being a finisher on this track, I think, is something to be said to start with. There was 25 cars started. Is that correct? And I think only 17 finished, something like that. We did lose like I would say 4 or 5 cars.
Dang, I didn't realize we had that many DNFs.
It's quite a bit. But until next week, thank you so much, guys, for taking the time out of your day to share a couple thoughts.
Cheers.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, sir. You have a good night.
You too. Bye
I'll
bye.
be here next week.
All right, there you go. Marcus says he'll be here ready next week. Good night, guys.
Hello.
Good night.
All right, so that's it for today at Spa ARC. I will be doing a restream of this. I'll just put it up as a replay so people can watch as soon as this is over. And hope everyone has just a great rest of your Sunday. So thank you. So thankful that you all stopped in and viewed. Really appreciate you all. Have a great, great evening.